Do you guys feel that whenever you guys travel with your friends, so like when we go as a group, don't you feel that it always either makes it or break or like brings you closer or like pushes you guys away as friends? Like, oh, like you start like after you don't really like mess with them like that, or like it makes you closer.
Absolutely. I've experienced both.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the one that made you guys more distant?
I guess just travel etiquette. For instance, like when you're traveling, you want to do as much as you can, explore, eat, do what you can, but you also have to be conscious of not just what you want, but what everybody else wants. And then obviously you're not going to be able to explore everything. So that's one. And there's a lot of things like, of course, like with any city, you always want to check out the most popular spots to go to because that's what you have time for. And then, so it's just a lot of agreement with that. And then if somebody just doesn't do their research, for example, and then just kind of picks a lot of like, if a day is kind of like curated towards what that person plans and it's just not very well researched, that can be like, and it's not just that time, but it's becomes like a habit and a pattern that's kind of held me back with like a person. And then I'm just like, oh, like I would like, I'm not sure, but like I was so excited to travel with this person, but after this, like I don't know anymore, like
Into
I'm having
that,
second thoughts.
I will take a drink of.
And it's just like everything that they wanted to do. It's just, I want to try this and I try that, and it's just like catfish or just a disappointment. And it's like,
Very
all right, like we need to start picking different places. Like obviously your pattern's not working, and then they can be like a little stubborn about it or just not open to changing.
Okay. Do you know who she's talking about?
Yes, I do. That's why I took a sip of my drink.
What do you think, Ashley? What's your 2 cents?
Later.
I think you definitely need to go with a group of friends who are definitely down to explore, definitely down to do things, definitely have stuff in mind that they want to do. It's not like, you have to stick to a schedule, but it's like it's necessary to find the one friend in your group that is the planner who is excellent at Excel spreadsheets. That way you have like an idea of, what you're going to do for each day. I mean, not necessarily you have to do it in that order, but it's like, transportation wise, location wise, stuff that everybody wants to do wise, like it's all planned out for you to see what you're getting into. As opposed to like, I've been on a trip where like nobody knew what they wanted to do. And I felt like it wasted a lot of time going from A to B when we could have just mapped everything out, hit what everybody wanted to do. So it's like, I think it's really important to travel with friends who have like similar interests. That way it's not as hard for you to like do things. But I mean, of course, like you don't have to stick with your group if you don't want to. Like that's not your thing. You can go out on your own too.
I thank you so much for saying that. I think that recently, me and Jay have been doing that a lot because like I don't know, some people when we travel, they like I said, there's different interests, and it's hard to basically cater to everybody because everybody has different interests, right? It's impossible. So I think people should really like act on that. Like if you want to go do something, you can go do that yourself.
Yeah.
It's it's not an offense to that person.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like for instance, like EDC last year, right? Me and Jay don't mess with the music that our group messes with. So like when we
like the headbang stuff.
Yeah, and like me and Jay like to eat. Like we like to try new foods. Like right, y'all know. Like I'm in Vegas. I'm on some good food. Like no offense to y'all, if y'all listening. Like they like to stay in, chill,
which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's their flavor. Like,
but that works out too. You know, like you have friends that you do your own thing. You come together for one like main event that you want to aim for.
For sure.
It's like no offense to branch off on your own.
Yeah.
If you like plan ahead of time. Yeah.